Oh my
Absolutely.
God.
Go for it.
My theory is I did something very horrible to
Okay.
women in my past life, which is
Okay.
why I was born half a woman in this life.
Is that what you think?
I have a feeling like
Oh, that's interesting.
I feel like I did something really bad to women in my past life, which is why probably after I died, I could not take it anymore. I was like, you know what? I need to feel what it is like to become one of the persons that I, tortured or did something. I have, this is a theory, but I feel like to experience femininity, I was born in a trans life because this is not like normally experiencing it. This is like I feel like I'm put in a position where I'm gonna be facing all the hardships of femininity, but I'm fighting for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, it does make sense. And part of me wants to say that I'm sorry that that has been your experience because it shouldn't feel that way.
Yeah.
But also part of me wants you to be entitled to what resonates
Yeah.
with you, like what we just talked about. I'd like to think that that's not what happens or how it works.
I hope I was a good
But
person.
at the end of the day, like, who knows, right? Like, I had a really fucking hard life in this life, too. Like, I went through, like, a really horrible childhood
Yeah.
and whatever. And who knows, maybe that was because of something in, like, a karmic thing from, like, a past life or whatever. But okay, I have a theory.
Yeah.
This episode is just you and I, like, theories.
I feel like I love it. No,
Spitballing
please.
theories. Okay, so I feel like a lot of things in this life could be true. If in any field or any realm of possibilities, like in any given scenario, multiple things could be true.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like if you don't know what's true and none of the options are really like harmful per se, why not just believe in the option that harms you the least? Like, even if
Yeah.
it's like delusional or
Yes.
like whatever, this and that. I could believe that the reason why I had a hard life as a child is because of something karmic from my past life. But you know what I choose to believe?
What?
That God put me through this hard life so that I could experience certain things the way that I did, so that I can help people who are going through similar things, because I went through a lot of difficult things, but I was blessed with the ability to articulate my thoughts and to speak, and I always felt like my gift had something to do with my voice. I used to rap. I used to do like, I always tried to do something
a rap
with
vocal, 100%. And you look like one too, girl. Oh my God, you
But
look
that's
like a
the thing.
baddie.
I always was like figuring out like what is it with my voice. I always felt like I had to do something with my voice. So the theory that I choose to believe, because it's least harmful to me and most productive for the people around me, is I feel like God put me into this hard life so that I can get the skills that I need, and he knew that I was resilient enough to be able to do it, so that I can come out on the other side and use the gift he gave me, which is my voice, to guide other people into like seeing the positive in things.
Absolutely.
Because I'm a very positive person. Like, I feel like very childlike in that sense. I have whimsy.
What is whimsy?
I have childlike whimsy.
What is that?
I don't know, like, people always tell me, like, oh my God, you've been through like, when I tell people about the shit I've been through, they're like, you've been through so much shit, but there's still a sparkle in your eyes.
It's always the ones who go through shit. They have the
They have the
sparkles in their
sparkle.
eyes.
But I love that for us, though.
You love what?
I love that for us.
I love that. I feel like a person who is able to go through like horrible shit in life and still have a smile and want to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
I have the most respect for those people.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I
sure.
mean? Like that's the ultimate goal. I feel like making the world a better place, even if it's like 0.01%, you know,
Yeah.
like a drop in the ocean. But at least I'm trying. That's what I believe as well. Like with my experience, at least, till today, you know, I am a criminal in my country for existing. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, it's like anti-LGBT. You know, like
Oh, wow, okay. I can relate to that because my country is pretty, like,
same
similar,
as
yeah.
isn't like being like aren't like there are a lot of transgenders in Iran?
There is always, like, it's not a matter of are there or are there not. Like, there always is. It's just a
Yes.
matter of, like, I think now because people are rebelling against the government, they're being more open about it because they're tired of, like, obeying what the government has to say. But I think, like, there's transgender people and, like, gay people and, like, in
Everywhere.
every
Yeah.
culture. It's just, I think, like, the way they express themselves and how okay it is to be openly that way is different. But, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, for sure. I feel like I need to do a lot of things for the people who are like-minded or like me. In Bangladesh, like not everyone's able to, move out. There are a lot of people who are stuck in a horrible situation in Iran, I'm pretty sure, and they're not financially capable enough to move out of that space. And there's a lot of people in Bangladesh like that as well for like LGBTQ purposes and other purposes as well. I feel like at some point in life, with all the resources and the experiences that I have in this lifetime, I want to do something for my family. I want to do something for my community at the end of the day. My chosen family. Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm trying to think So first of all, one of the reasons why I never have a specific reason why I bring people on my podcast. If I fuck with you and I feel like you are vulnerable, my main thing is vulnerability. If I feel like someone is like, because I think vulnerability in today's world is like you're a warrior.
Yeah.
So if I sense that in somebody, I'm okay. I want to have them on my podcast. I never have one specific reason, but there's normally a couple reasons why I want to bring someone on. So initially when I had a conversation with you, I had a very good vibe from you. I felt the spirituality. I felt like the openness and the vulnerability. And I wanted to have you on, but I didn't want this whole podcast episode to be about you being trans.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it's not even from like an entertainment standpoint. It's like I just in the short, brief amount of time that we talked at Patricia's party, I got so much from you.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not fair to you, the viewers, me, to have you on here and just make it about that topic.
Yes.
But also, I think that you would be the best person for me personally to talk to about this because I feel like we've bonded spiritually so that there's no hard feelings in terms of like, do you know what I mean? Because like, I think that's important. I always tell people, I'm like, the reason why people misunderstand you or the reason why people fight with you or people go at it with each other is because they're lacking that connection.
Yes.
Once you make that connection, no matter who you are, everything else is just a dialogue. It's just a conversation. It's just lighthearted.
I 100% agree.
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? Okay, so I want to ask you about that. By the way, guys, beforehand, I confirmed what is okay and is not okay talking about, which is important. What has been your experience being trans? Like, when did you know you were trans?
I think, so the truth is, I have, when did I know I'm trans? That's, a broad question. I feel like if I have to start from the start, I was always the one kid who I could never relate with boys.
Okay.
Ever in my life. I never understood their conversations. I never understood the hype of sports. I never understood. I just never wanted to be one of the bros, you know?
Yeah.
And all my life, I feel like I was all my life, a very controversial statement. I believe men cannot be iconic.
It's another theory, guys. This episode is just a bunch of theories. Okay, men. Okay, I kind of agree with that.
I have always had all the divas in my life, Shakira. I grew up listening to Shakira, Rihanna, Gaga.
I love Gaga.
I love Gaga. Mother Gaga. I love her so much. Anyways, but yeah, so I feel like I never really my brother would try to influence me to listen to Linkin Park and all those and no offense, I love rock. I love Linkin Park now as a realized adult. I listen to the music, love it. As a child, I just wanted to be a diva. You know what I mean? So I feel do you know what bangles are? Have you seen brown culture?
Yes.
I was 5 years old. Full set of bangles matching with my, outfit. I did a 13-hour journey. 5 years old kid, I really was dedicated into becoming a diva.
Yeah.
And I think my dad was in the army growing up. Yeah. So I had a military dad, a brother who's 5 years old, and my brother is the perfect child.
Oh, is he? That makes it so much harder. Is he older?
He's older than me, 5 years older than me. Guess what? He's married right now with a house and everything. I'm telling you, he's the perfect child. And competing with that, I'm the femme kid, I'm the fairy kid. So growing up in a hyper masculine environment, a military environment, I feel it was very hard because everything I loved would be banned. You know, like you
Yeah.
cannot listen to Shakira anymore. Shakira was banned because I used to do the
Sad
belly
life.
dancing. Like, so I'd be like full on in family gatherings. They would like surround me. I'd be in the middle,
That's
like belly
so
dancing to
cute.
Shakira. My dad was like, "That is not happening."
That's so funny. You're like, I'm destined for this.
I would be at least skinnier if I continued.
Oh my God, you're so funny.
But yeah, I feel like, so when did I know? I don't know. I always naturally, I've never been attracted to women in my entire life. Never. I've always seen them as one, like me or my sisters, or like I've looked up to them, seen them as inspirations, but never as like, oh, I want to fuck her. You know, like I've
Yeah,
never
yeah,
seen
yeah,
a woman in my life and had that thought in my life, like ever. So I feel like naturally, for the longest time, I didn't even know that, you know, boys are not supposed to, you know, feel attracted to other men.
Okay.
And when I realized it, I didn't even know. Like, I was like, oh my God. I feel like, okay, I'm going to say this, and this is not like trauma or anything, but like hitting kids is like a thing in Bangladesh.
Oh, I
It's like,
feel you.
yeah, like you get slapped, you get like beat up. Like,
I've been there. Go on.
same here. Like, I almost passed out. My dad is a military man.
I
you know?
feel you. I understand.
Like, yeah, I would get beat up very often just to like, because why did you play with the girls in the invitation, you know? Like,
Yeah.
why can't you play with the boys? Because they were playing some Dragon Ball Z bullshit, and I was like, you know,
I was
like,
not into
I
it.
don't care about that.
I wanted to belly dance to Shakira. What the fuck?
Absolutely.
I feel like that's a valid argument. Anyways.
Anyway. Done. Anyways, so yeah, I feel like when I got to know about it, like my dad I remember like a vivid memory. I love my dad. He's very supportive, but this is in the past. He was a different person back then.
Yeah.
You know, I remember like my dad would like hold both of my shoulders like this. He would shake me like, "Are you a boy or a girl? Are you a boy or a girl?"
Aw.
I always wanted to say I'm a girl, but I knew I would get beat the fuck
But you knew
up.
what the right answer was?
I
So
knew
you're
the
like,
right answer.
I'm a boy. Can I go belly dance to Shakira now? Are we done?
Yeah, I think this is one of the vivid memories of childhood. Like, I always wanted to say I'm a girl, but I knew that I would get, like, beat to a pulp if I said that I was a girl. So I just said I was a boy. And, you know, I'm glad that at some point, like, I think I came out that, hey, I am not interested in girls. Like, I like men. Properly when I was in LA at the time when you know they got gay marriage got legalized in all states of America 2015 June I think.
Yeah.
I was in LA at that time and it was like pride left and right and you know the pride blood inside
Yeah.
of mine, it was like boiling. I was like, I went and told my mom.
You're like, where's my belly dancing gear?
I was like, enough is enough. Mother, I like men. And she was like, we will talk about this when we go back to Bangladesh. You're not bringing this up
Yeah.
on vacation. And then we went back to Bangladesh. And my dad and my mom sat me down. They're like, what do you mean you don't like girls? And I'm like, oh my God, like I just never liked girls. Like I think it's clear enough. Like I'm femme enough and I have been. But like, I think I was like, what, 15, 14? I'm like, you know, you've seen me for all these years and I think I could never be a man in my life. Like, even if I tried all my life, like, it's not in me. I cannot protect my woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Protect me, girl.
Protect me, help me. I feel you.